and then Tandor couldn't get the ad back, right? And it went to Juvie and killed Juvie. Juvie got void blasted, which is how he died. So.
Ahoy, SpongeBob! I've overdosed on ketamine, and I'm going to die!
What a line. Think positive thoughts, boys.
Positive thoughts. If Luckbox is here, the KG would be dead.
Oh, fuck. Dude,
Well, I believe in you guys. Like, we're still great.
I believe in you too, Dragons.
Shamans, because one would make the shamans can lost, the ones that have it. Get away from the door.
I got him, man.
Make sure we get grounding down for Tandor.
This is your
New set of ads. Okay, you know.
Dude, don't push
Don't
through, guys.
stop on
Don't push
Maru,
through.
stop on Maru, stop on Maru. You need to just AoE these ads. Just AoE these ads and this next set. Alright, just kill the Sentinel. And then murder these ads. Just murder the Sentinel and then push.
You're good to push.
Right, yeah.
Kill us. Spread out after this. Banner, you got boss?
Yeah.
Spread out. We don't have lust.
Big gamers.
Make sure we're using nightmare seeds and shit. Let's not fucking shit the bed. Send your voids in. Actually, send them to attack.
I'm full sending on Tandor here.
Watch it. Watch.
So heal the raid.
Going
Going towards melee.
Run melee.
Watch that void zone. Melee. Go back the other way if you can.
Yep.
Careful,
Watch out,
melee.
melee.
Be
Yeah,
starting
it's
on
right at melee again. It hit Tandor, so it's gonna be like weird
A little bit awkward,
positioning.
yeah.
Heard that.
There's a darkness behind them, behind Juvie.
Immediately start pulling the big guys after this.
Beans, baby.
Beans! Big beans, dude.
Well,
Pog.
AJ, hurry up.
Go. You get one fucking shot at it. Legitimately. Quickly.
Be one tap, boys. Finish
Keep
off the
your,
night.
keep your pets. Bring them down. Let them die on fucking trackers. DNS is fucking awesome. Let's go.
I have light up here.
Alright, we have 3 more minutes to vibe. Yeah, we'll have to swap channels and shit too.
I got JXS.
Rip a 10K.
Oh, somebody else got it. I got the next one. No No more gambling, please.
Run down here.
We're gonna do loot after boss, but just so we know.
Going to BT next.
Oh man, I'm gonna go through a tunnel after this, man. I don't know what you're on about.
I would rip that trinket though before this boss. If you agree with what I said.
Okay, that's fine. I can rip the trinket. All right, BNS.
Oh, 3 volts are already ready. Unless you guys.
I can't link, but yeah.
Nice, man.
I've been a good boy.
Congrats, Tander.
Alright, here comes a pull timer.
Congrats to me.
What the fuck are you guys smoking?
Grats, JXS.
Congrats, JXS.
Dude, I could smell the next drop coming.
Oh, this is cringe. Giving it to someone who's gonna reroll.
Oh, good skull.
Stack. I'm going mine.
I'm getting mine.
I'll follow you up.
Oh, see, look, I dropped that portal over here on purpose.
Getting your positions.
Got
I'm in
45
mine.
You got 45 seconds to kill this. If not, we're
Who's
hard
tanking?
It's Alpine.
You have a surface spot, Jimmy?
I don't.
You have it easy.
Carrying lust. Get fucked up.
That's fucked up, man. I haven't done anything wrong today.
Brandon lust.
Besides showing up.
So,
Add soon. Watch your cleave.
Dallas and lust.
Shield orb.
Warlock in the back.
Adds warlock. Let's get a grounding for Juvie.
it's down.
I'm gonna go far with him here in a second. Watch me. Going towards the tank. Seed boss. Stacking up.
Stack up on star. Stack up on star.
Keep seeding boss.
We gotta finish these ads. Juvie's still taking a lot of damage. Orb up. Still 3 ads up. Alright, light spread. Big heals here.
Kill orbs.
Shield orb.
Give battle resm.
Can we
please.
get a battle resm? Yeah.
Any one of you guys get them all.
Light spread, light spread.
Spread out. Oh. Darkness next. You ready to get in? In. Breath afterwards. We got orbs. The orbs.
Alright, light spread.
Watch your cleave.
Phase 1.
Hunters.
Alright.
Spread out, spread out, spread out.
Yeah, phase 1 positions. Phase 1 positions.
Has an ad on me?
Just, can you onk? Do we have a battle res?
Spot me.
Alpine standard, dude.
I can. Where'd you die?
Ping your
Right
body.
next to you.
He's right on the drip.
I got him. I got him.
Stack.
Stack for 1 breath and then spread.
Send it.
And spread, 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 spread.
Watch Armageddon.
Dirty, get the fuck out of here.
ITS move.
Fucking rat warlocks.
ITS move.
How about that
That's supposed to be there.
Or
Yes. Go melee.
Orbs, orb.
remaining shamans, you guys can just lost when it comes up.
Down Boomkin.
Nightmare Seed, please, guys.
You know, just for you, Chef.
After this dies.
Get in, get in, get in, get in.
Love the intervene. I love the intervene, dude.
We got add soon. Spread out. Watch your cleave. Kill the orbs. Ads are coming out. Ads are coming out here.
Priest.
All right. Make sure we're getting dispels on these ads. Shadow priests. DPS. Spread the fuck out. DPS.
Try to give the warriors and rogues
Shamans.
Purge boss, purge boss.
Rip the Lost Shaman.
Stack. And stack.
Smell you later.
Hell yeah, smell you later too.
We're just gonna be staying stacked. Right on star. Right on star, please.
After this dies, we're going to general chat in Discord, by the way.
They're gonna say BT.
Put on your necks.
Jesus, man.
Hey, focus up.
Commit.
We're just gonna skip the whole last phase. Let's do it!
I'm not moving.
Armageddon.
Commit.
Commit.
I'm moving out. I'm moving out. I'm moving out.
Oh my
God.
I called
I
Oh,
did not believe it, dude.
DJ.
Wow.
DJ.
That is sick
Look at that
loot.
loot. Yeah, that's
That's actually
disgusting.
sick loot.
Alright, cool. Throw it all. Grab loot. We're going to general chat. Guild meeting's got to launch. Let's jump
Still
up.
wasn't worth it.
Still was worth it.
All right, everyone, go to.
Thigh hat reminding us it's 8 p.m. boys.
I'm gonna come.
Whoa.
Hey, sorry, I accidentally hot mic'd when saying bye to my roommate. My bad.
Yeah, smell
Smell you later, bro.
That was kind of funny. Oh,
Dragons, I fucking called that when you guys were on Felmus.
Alright, guys. As I pull it up here, I'm gonna appreciate you guys coming out to our Wrath Guild meeting. It's been a while since we had a guild meeting. I don't make me serve everybody other than me. Alright? Congrats, Dragons, on Thordal.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love you guys. Thank you so much. Huge.
Shut the fuck up.
I just, some of you guys that are here for something, the first few are kind of not applying to you guys, but for those of you get carried guys that have played with us since Scarum, I put my heart and soul into this guild, all through TBC. As you guys know, me running 4 prop paladins at one point was wild times. And I wouldn't change it, how it all rolled down. My intention was never to do some crazy shit like that. I knew I was gonna play a lot of TBC, but I'm really happy with how this guild turned out and the amount of effort across all the phases for those of you that have been with us, even if it's one phase or last 3 phases, I do appreciate it, and it was awesome. I had an amazing experience. You know, we've come a long way. I don't think we ever had intentions of kind of speed running, hence why we're kind of a clear fast guild, not really a speed running guild. But you know, we try, right? And come Wrath, things are gonna change. You're gonna generically see less of me in the main light, whereas I'm gonna be vibing with friends and shit. Still gonna be competitive, still gonna be chasing realm first, but me playing 60 hours a week, that's coming to an end. But the amount of effort we saw across all phases, from people coming and going, even players that put in huge effort and are no longer with us, you know, the ones that left on good terms, I appreciate it. I'm gonna kind of kick it off. Twatty, while I'm chatting here, as you finish loot, can you create just a generic sign-up channel? We'll post some sign-ups. Twatty might repost his, I'll post my group. The late night squad might have something they post, whatever it may be. Again, the guild's gonna be evolving into something more serious, generically speaking. Realm first titles are gonna be very important to us. Like, we'll sacrifice whatever it takes to get to that point. You guys will have new officers joining. There'll be, you know, 2 different groups, 2 different officer corps, loot council, however it may be. We're just gonna take a step up. One thing that Pandora said one time that I couldn't agree more with is we really suck at telling people they suck. And I'm trying to be at that in a nice way. You know, there's times where I may have had way too long of a fuse with some players or some shit. I think we're just gonna shapen up and, you know, trim the fat more so often throughout Wrath. It's one of the most fun expansions. Most of you guys are heavily waiting for it. I'm a TBC junkie, so I'll see some of you guys in TBC some. I'm just kidding. I don't think it's actually gonna happen, but yeah, Wrath it's a new adventure. The game's fundamentally a lot different. Consumables are much more manageable. Kind of kick off the raid groups is gonna be Twatty and Candor will be running the sweatiest of the groups, and then it'll be me and Davos and Mentos will be running the secondary group, and then you've got the late night squad, I'm assuming, still doing their thing. My group, I'm thinking it's most likely going to be a Wednesday, Thursday. Out the door, might be 3.5 hour raid, might be 4, could be 3 in phase 1. I would most likely, I might put it 4 hours on the far end, and we'll see where that ends up. That is an 8-hour block, or a 7.5, or excuse me, a 7 or a 6 hour block. Now that time, as far as I'm concerned, with the first 2 groups, most likely will be getting used. Extra time will be spent on splitting characters, split raids. That might mean you have an entire raid night designated to PTR testing, beta, whatever it may be, private realm testing. It's whatever we need to do to solidify our shot at realm first titles. We got some good competition. I think if we were on Fairlena, we'd be getting our ass handed to us, but here on White Main, it's should be a little easier. But you know, we'll have 1 week to hit 70, and then the following week is you know, raid day, where you'll have my group going into Sartharion and the other group going into Nax. So of course that weekend before that launch, it's gonna be a busy weekend. That's the first week of Wrath. A lot of you guys are gonna be doing a lot of shit. You'll be doing your daily heroics on all, your heroic world tours and all your characters. Then you guys are gonna have to find time to run the PTR, where my group will be practicing, getting in and getting out within anywhere from 6 to 10 minutes of killing Sarth. Whatever solidifies us a realm first title. We might Zerg it, we might pull one boss, whatever it may be. We're gonna have a lot of practice there. It might be 2 hours, it might be an hour a night. You can get a lot of pulls in an hour for Sartharion. Or Tandor and Twatty group. I'm assuming they're gonna be roughly in the same boat, spending as much or more time practicing Nax or something, or EOE. I think both groups are going to practice EOE at some point, just in case they have to cough up the key. Then my group needs to be, pristine at it in order for get carried the guild to snag all 3 titles. Tandor, Twatty, you guys are. Christ, if you guys have anything you want to talk about regarding your raid specifically. If not, I can proceed.
Christ, if you want to speak up here first.
Okay, going into Wrath, we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing we are now with regards to like our raid time. We'll still be doing the 8 p.m. start, doing Tuesday, Wednesdays, adding a third day for progression stuff. Just like the other teams, we will also be filling our raid times. We will be making use of like a carry private server to practice stuff. Our goal is also to hopefully try for maybe hopefully getting some server first for carried. We'll be running splits and stuff as well. So we're maybe not to the level of 2010 team, but we are stepping up our expectations and our seriousness of how we're going into Wrath.
For sure. Again, if the majority of get carried and our normal earlier raid times, I know some of you guys have been all stars when it comes to raiding late and helping that group. I tried to help hook you guys up. Some of you guys know you got hooked up because of helping that group. Okay, like that was really cool shit that you guys did for them, and now their raids are a fucking powerhouse. It's like within sub 2 hours. They're in and out of Sunwell and off to Black Temple. They've had some solid raids the last few weeks, so. Hell
yeah, I definitely want to thank everyone who helped us get back on our feet and get back on track and where we are now. I really appreciate it, guys.
Alright, I'll step in here. So for me and Tandor, right, tentatively TNT, our signups have been up for a little bit now. They are in the raid shit section. Same with Juvie's raids. The channel is down there as well. So for us, right, I think there's a couple misconceptions. All of our general information is in our little blurb there, but we are gonna go hard. We're going on speed. We're going on, the full meta for whatever Wrath lands on, right? We're raiding 2 nights a week, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're bumping up to 4 hours a night. We are absolutely going to be using all that time. We are currently, the goal is 3 raids total between the raid team, right? Which means two split alts are required, right? That's where we're landing. If you have more, awesome. Throw them into GDKPs, make money, do whatever you want to do. But realistically, on a 2-night schedule, doing anything more than 2 just isn't really possible, right? Just from a time constraint. So I think there were a couple questions about that, but we're landing on 2 split alts in your main, total of 3 raids. Right, we talked a little bit about server first. Obviously, we're going for server first. We will always raid whenever the new tier come out, no matter what day it is, what time. So, playing around that, right? We're currently looking to keep a roster of about somewhere between 28 and 30 total, right? That obviously means some people will see the bench, right? The more flexibility you have in your characters, the less chance that's going to happen, right? If you only want to play Warlock, Rogue, and Death Knight, right? There's not a whole lot of flexibility in what you can do there. You're pretty much pure DPS with very little utility, right? So think about that when we're thinking about our third alts and our fourth alts and stuff like that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me or Tandor. We've been talking about this for quite a while. Obviously, we're going to be doing PTR across the board. Just let us know, right? We're still looking for a couple slots, so hit us up, right? That's pretty much everything from me. Tandor, you have anything?
Not much. One of the things that we're probably going to do, and anybody that has ideas as to how we can do this, is looking for ways to sell anything and everything in draft, right? So we can fund raiding instead of having mandatory but not really mandatory GDKPs. It'd be nice to just show up and pull consumables out of the guild bank or whatever. So if anybody has ideas on how we can sell mounts.
So I've been talking to Ret Chief, who runs White Bane Discord. I told him, if we're gonna have a sell run section, only let the top guilds do it. Don't let in janky shit. And I even used Wallmane as an example. I'm like, half the runs are clean Sunwell, half of them aren't. And then I just set some criteria. Yeah, I mean, of course. I even harp on our own guys, right? I've been meaning to help Chet with his GDKP. Timing hasn't been favorable. So, go ahead.
Honestly, would require maybe a guild that clear 24 people one day on goal to show that you can do it as a criteria?
For sure, and that's something we can talk about with. I think you can do that. You can do a proven track record of selling. Who knows how selling will work? If you can sell the Immortal title, or have a chance to sell a Immortal title, or things like that, that'll be sick, right? Like selling a Black Soda grade will be massive. So, again, I think it'd be awesome if all groups had the possibility, and even if it's selling one MIMS head a month would pay for the month for the entire raid. Legitimately it should. For example. Or selling an Immortal. Of course, you have to make it there, right? You probably have a list of buyers and be like, we'll take a stab at it, and if it opens up at Kel'Thuzad, we'll bring in. And if they fuck it up, they're still paying. Right? They're paying full price even if they fuck it up. We fuck it up, we refund them. Pre-patch couldn't be faster approaching. It's gonna hit. Sunwell's gonna become a complete joke. We all know this. At that point, you guys will be allowed to re-roll, where we start giving you your all, Sunwell gear, etc., etc. At that time, there will be a raid where one of the mechanically challenged raids will be bringing in somebody else will tank it, and I'll get to bring in my Warlock or something. We'll try to split up Death Knights across the groups. I would say 2 per run. The rest can kind of fend for themselves or come along and pick up non-played items. But everybody's gonna want to bring a DK, but reality is there's only so many runs. If it's a big enough joke, maybe we split run some Sunwells for some DKs. I'm open to it. We can do pop-up and bring whoever wants to go. Again, it will be a joke. If you're swapping items, change in game, healing staff off KJ becomes good for casters, etc., etc. All that will be fair game at that point. If at that time you would like to step out of raiding and do GDKPs and build gold for Wrath, most likely I will be as flexible with you as possible. you know, just come talk to me. I know some of you are looking to take a break till Wrath. You guys know I'm working towards it too. I totally respect the people that want to wind down before Wrath pops off again. That's totally normal to want to do that. For the rest of us psychopaths, we'll keep on fucking doing our thing. We just gotta, you know, again, communicate that. And however it may be, if too many people leave one group, we'll figure it out. I assume we can like 20-man Sunwell at that point, honestly. Sign-ups again, they're under raid, I think raid shit category. Everybody should be able to. It says even guildy rank, lace members.
No, I can, yep.
Okay. I saw it was only like 5 rolls, so I went and added them all. You guys, by the way, you fuck with the sign-ups, we'll lock them down, and then you guys will be DMing. You know, don't fuck with it. Fill out the fucking.
Yeah, you can see where somebody else is editing, so if you see them already on a blank line, you go different ones.
Yep. You can go down a ways too, you know, they don't have to be perfectly in order.
Yeah, I'll fix it later.
With pre-patch around the corner, Wrath, I mean, we know Wrath date, right? Some of you guys don't have a leveling group. Start putting feelers out, right? Figure out what you're gonna do, figure out a game plan. You know, one thing I will say, on TBC launch, we watched one person, 2 separate people fuck 4 other people over by oversleeping or not showing up or had to leave early. Like, we understand shit happens, but people are taking time off work. Make sure when you guys group up, you are all on the same page and on the same schedule. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. You're really gonna fucking hate that person. Even if you know, it might be something they can't control, and that's one thing. Like, hey man, we said we'd be on at 1 o'clock, and fucking Joe Schmo's not here. Now we're having to go on without him. And there'll be millions of people playing, and you'll fill that role. But if you're that one person fucking over that 4, that's it. Don't do it. Don't commit. Don't commit to a group if you're not fucking sure. Or just be open with them. Like, yeah, man, I could be there, but, and then.
About this also, so there's a chance that raids open like 2 days after the servers come up. So
didn't they explicitly say they were going to give people time to level?
Yeah, and then
I know it's Blizzard, but
it'll be the week after launch. That was also only said in like one interview. But then
when
they put the launch like 3 days before a raid reset, so
yeah,
potentially, you know, it just comes out right after that raid reset.
The raid,
7 a.m. raiding, baby.
The reset, right? So the release is on the 26th, and raids traditionally in Classic either come out on Wednesday or Thursday. They've been leaning towards Thursday more recently, which is 3 days after release. So there's a possibility that we might be seeing, you know, with the expansion releasing on the 26th, 25 mans opening up on the 29th.
We will be ready, by the way. I will bring the sweatiest people with me to my raid, and if you're ready, we'll be scouting it. God forbid Blizzard drops the ball and fucking opens it. We're fucking in it.
And there's also a slight chance that they just have it open on launch. So, like, if you're a tryhard leveler, your ability to get into a raid might go up substantially, even if you're not wanting to try so hard for the very first raids.
That's like them ending
Who knew that?
On the subject of alts, most groups are going to require alts. My group will have a group for players that don't want to raid on 2 ults. Maybe you want one main and then do GDKPs. Maybe you just want to be a fucking main on one character because that's all you want to fucking do. That's okay with my group. There will be an exception. I'm gonna do my best to keep them separate, okay? But if you guys don't know, Twatty did God's work doing rosters through TBC, okay? We will do our best. Twatty's gonna roster his group. I may roster mine. I may have somebody else do my rosters. Who knows? But it's not him doing 75 to 100 people. It's him doing 25 to 30. My group maybe 30 to 40 people. More effort, more results. People that get the greatness deck by the first, the first Sunday of the month, by the first raid. That's somebody showing me they fucking care. They're tryharding. I like that shit. More effort, more results is gonna be, in your department. Again, if you're one character, you just want to vibe and just raid and hang out, I will have a raid for you guys. I will. We will clear content. That group will still do hard modes. That group will absolutely still be clearing. It'll just be after my Realm First racing group does their splits, and then the raid will launch on that Thursday. But that'll be a Thursday night mostly only, barring something else happens.
Are we looking at to start Wednesday, Thursday, 5:30, 9:30? Or is it going 6?
I'm thinking 6:10 if we go for. I don't like being Central Time and midnight at ending is that's wild for me. Of course I can do it. But we got time to iron it out. The clock will be between server time 10 or 8 ending, and then it'll either get pushed forward or start a little later. The day pre-patch hits, we're not going to be raiding though. We're probably going to run a Sunday, Monday, Sunwell Plateau. Give our Death Knight some time to get all the way up to 70 and get situated. That way, they can have some fair crack at lockouts. Alright? I kind of skipped over that part. Plan on it that week. Can't make the raids, you'll post out normally.
What?
Fuck out of guild chat.
I didn't do that. Someone's triggered it all. Just a week where I'm living.
That first week though, guys, yeah. Hit 80, get as geared as you possibly can. Be prepared if it has to go sooner. Even if we're shit geared, we're in there going. God forbid one of the raids open with the best we got. I know I'm going to have probably the 2 sweatiest players in my group be tanks out the door just in case. And if it's so scuffed and it's really on launch, I think Get Carried's going in there with whoever the fucking, hit 80 and go in. We'll merge all the fucking groups. I don't care. Yeah. Sweatiest 25 are going to that show. So, again, Blizzard's known to kind of do some weird shit at times. 10 mans. There is 0 chance that we set up groups for you guys. Absolutely 0 chance. You have a guild full of 100+ rating players. All have split ults. All want to go to 10 man. No shot that we're managing them. One of the other groups want to manage them. Great. if you guys want to put together like little, we might make a channel you can sign up. Discord's gonna get completely overhauled too, but we might have a channel where we set up naxes where, you know, if you're doing it in guild, you'd be like, all right, man, I'm resing the Wanda, Kel'Thuzad, you know, of course, set up a group, run it. I don't care if you guys want to set up your own 10-man hardware shit. That's totally okay to me. Of course, I don't want to really see if you're bringing in pugs and you're taking ninja and shit. I'll interfere at that point, but as long as it's fair game hardware, run the runs however you want.
For clarification, just to step in here, right, specifically for TNT, we will not be managing your 10-mans for tier 7, but if you have BIS in there that you don't have, you need to be going there every single week. No excuse, right? And we probably will be managing 10-mans to an extent post tier 7, so tier 8
Correct.
through tier 10, just so we know.
You know, you don't want to struggle bus through Old War 10 because there's a lot of good items in Old War, you know, 10-man hard modes. Okay? Again, if you're not sure you're going to be in a group, figure out, do your due diligence, you know, try to acquire whatever you need to. 10-man Old War hard modes has a lot of juicy loot. Same thing with Ice Crown. Nax is kind of meh. What Malagos Surge Needle Ring? I think that's the only thing, and that's like BOE. For those of you Shadowmourne players, I don't even really need to go over Valinor. Groups have kind of worked themselves out.
Need to spell hands.
Every melee, everybody's gonna want Shadowmourne. The players that have, you know, 200-300k on the first week to buy their Serenites are the players that are most likely gonna be nominated to get it first. I think that's a totally normal thing. I think the first week of Ice Crown, we're gonna have so many fucking splits going just to try to get them as much as we can in guild. We're gonna have some Gimp ass 25 man, but it's pretty easy on normal. You can't run heroic the first week. So. Stay tuned. We got big things planned in Wrath. Again, generically speaking, on I'll reiterate it. The guild's gonna get a little more serious in the idea of rating. We just want to perform better. We're not just the pool of players we'll have access to. People that want to play in game, it's just gonna go up. You're gonna have a lot of skilled players coming back to Wrath. That only, you know, they didn't really care about anything till Wrath. Shaping up, play the best we can. We'll have more casual raids for more casual players or a lower skill level, but that has its boundaries as well. I mean, that's generically, I think, kind of hopefully covered everything. If you guys have questions, ask away.
Raise your hand.
I just want to say thank you very much for running everything and doing everything awesomely since like tier 6 when I joined. You guys are fucking awesome. And looking forward to Wrath.
Stop white knighting because you got the bow.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Holy shit. Okay, look.
Lockbox. You're welcome.
Nice. You gotta have good vibes, man. Come on.
Go
closer to the hole, Jibby.
You gotta appreciate your officers. They do a lot of work.
Oh, 20, you're so good.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he brought that on himself. No, I mean, that's... Get Carried is a toxic piece of shit, if you guys aren't aware.
It's
Alright?
beautiful.
We are.
I think we should employ some DEI officers in the guild.
if you guys have never ran a guild, don't. By the way, it's a fucking nightmare. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's rewarding, and we do appreciate when you appreciate that shit. Just a little less ass kissing, but I love how the whole guild jumped on your ass. That's fucking amazing. Holy fuck, that's a lot of spam.
Quick question.
Yeah.
For the newer players who are trialing, how would you like us to sign up for the Wrath of the Lich King groups?
Sign up for both. I don't.
Okay.
Loser. Get out of here.
Hey, I'm a new trial.
Alright.
Yeah,
That brings up a good point. Here, look. Yes, I think
I know
you
we've
should
talked
sign up
about
for
this.
both. But let's say you're in my group. This is a very, very unlikely situation I'm about to explain because it's most likely going to be vice versa. Let's say you're in my group and you want to go to Tandor and Quadi's group.
I do.
Again.
Jesus.
Okay. Listen. If that's the case, you will technically retrial with a different group. We're not going to demote you in Discord and shit. You will absolutely, we'll promote growth when you choose to go to the proper team that fits your needs. Okay? Like, all memes aside. If you do some shady shit behind of course we're gonna talk to each other. That's never gonna go away. If I have to hear, hey, Juvie, this guy's gonna try to join our raid, if I hear from somebody other than out of your mouth first, I will fucking axe you. Come and talk to us, believe it or not. If you're not leaving the guild, that's great. If you want to raid more hardcore, if one of the groups wasn't up to your par, or hey man, this is too much, can I take a step back, join this group? Again, talk to the group you end up in first, then come talk to the other person, and we'll set some shit up. We're all gonna laugh when fucking late night crews smoke fucking Rome first. Let's be
It's
real.
all of us too, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Got
great.
you, bitch.
I
There.
can't wait for TV to finally get a green parse in T9.
Oh man, the moment Juvie rips the blue parse and he doesn't die as Warlock, oh my god, it's gonna be a free for all.
Not happening. It's not fucking happening.
It's gonna be. He's gonna wipe
Just
the
curse
raid.
yourself.
Oh, like,
No, I'm the best player in this guild.
You're definitely not.
Oh my god.
You're the most
You spent
delusional.
in darkness on Mirror today?
After
He's been holding that one in for a good hour.
listen,
Oh, I was holding it in for a long time.
No,
Sorry.
Feb, shut up. Echo fucked up tonight. He didn't ice block and he pulled Selman. He's
It
out.
was on cooldown,
So he
dude.
ice blocked to something dumb earlier.
Yeah.
When we were wiping on Felmus, he ice blocked in the fucking breath.
I have yet to die to a boss mechanic in Snowball Plateau. And you've died 3 to 4 different times this whole tier. I'm better than you. Sit down, chump.
I don't think I've ever fucked up a boss mechanic.
I never made a
There was
single
that one
mistake.
time you showed up to tank Vaj in green.
DJ GK.
Dude, my mind was going there too, man.
I'll just log off.
My only mistake was picking enhancement shamanism, man.
No, I think that question that leads into like that type of thing, guys. Again, you are more than welcome to figure out what group you end up in. You might by default end up with me if you don't make quote unquote the A squad sweaty team. That's okay. Like we're gonna compete. And I want people in mind that just want to fucking play the game. Honestly, I think we're gonna have a great time regardless. If I have that many signups, we'll probably run 4 groups throughout the 2 nights. I might just have somebody leading one of the splits while I do another raid with another group of 25. I think the splits that can't handle Nax, EOE, and fucking Sartharion probably won't be in the guild anyways, so I think we'll be totally fine.
So you getting 3 or 4 more Warlocks going up for Wrath, or what?
Although our hard mode splits are going to be maybe a different story, where it's always going to require a more experienced raid leader, but again, find a Find the group you want to be in and fucking knock it out of the park. If you guys aren't aware, statistically speaking, everybody in this guild better be a goddamn engineer on all your goddamn characters, other than your farm characters. Everybody goes engineering. Everybody goes engineering. That's not...
I'm going skinny for crit.
I think when we run our guild application, it'll get swapped into engineering is one profession, what's your second? You know. So, again,
You mind if I cut in here, Juvie, real quick?
Go.
So before we get off topic and move on, in terms of trialing, so I know from our perspective, we are going to be heavily trialing on private servers and beta, right? Over the next, when pre-patch hits, when they open up servers, right? So if you're signing up for TNT and you're concerned because, I haven't played with them, I want to make sure that I get my name in, we are absolutely going to be doing trials. So you need to be coming prepared, informed, and ready to go across the board. We will start using Wednesday, which was our second day, come pre-patch.
So Yeshua, to generically answer, during pre-patch, if you want to get in a raid and show your skill set, and you haven't been raiding with any of us on any character, just hit us up, man. We can get you in. We can see what you got in pre-patch, and then again, it'll be very apparent who's gaming, because I'll tell you right now, the people that are going to be in my raid, like my main when I'm first racing, it's the people that are going to show up to the PTR. It's people, even if you're not in the raid, if you're in Discord, you're watching a stream, that shit counts. Like, because of course we've only bring 25, but if there's 35, 40 people in the channel watching us, we can swap people in and out. We can do one group, go, however it ends, great. Start another group. If we're going to be doing some crazy shit there. But like Claudia said, I think PTR testing and private realm, whatever it may be, is a great place for you to show what you can do before raids are actually out. Because probably not, we probably won't bring complete people we don't know. We just at least want to know you can fucking pump and not die and ride the floor the whole fight.
Oh shit.
Just as a side note, I have a couple people that have signed up that I didn't actually expect to sign up, right? And I will get to talking to everyone in general. I'm slowly talking to everyone over the course of the next week or two, but do not hesitate to reach out to me if you are interested in TNT, right? There's a couple people that I have not talked to at all, really, since they joined the guild, so please reach out to us so we can chat. The sooner we get information from you, the sooner we can start getting a plan going, right?
For those of you guys that want to play a spec or a class that, I take my next words very, very thinly. I want to play a feral druid. Okay, I'm not talking. You okay, man? Understand what you are. Okay. I want to play a fucking BM hunter. I should just use I don't know why I said feral because these guys are probably sweating. They're all sweating. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna say BM hunter. Okay. You need to be. You better be the best fucker we've ever seen. Okay. If you want to play safe and you want to end up in a raid or GDKPs, play the flavors of the month: Priest, Pally, Warlock, Rogue, Death Knight. Stay in the fucking wheelhouse. Okay? Any of those classes are fucking broke. No, fuck Shaman. Nobody wants to see Shaman. Alright? It's always a safe bet to play flavor of the month. It always is. Anybody in Phase 1, if you knew me back then, hey, what should my alt be? I promise you I told him to play a Shaman. It's going to be the same thing in Wrath. I'm gonna roll a DPS ult. What should I play? Warlock. Fucking Warlock. I'm bringing 9 Warlocks in the war. I don't fucking care. I will bring 9 goddamn Warlocks in the damn war. Like they're broke. Definitely they're broke. Rogues are stupid. You can play absolutely 2 of the same class. Of course, guys, double DPS people, you're just selfish. Everybody pick up a fucking Holy Paladin. Just always have that fucker in the shed.
For clarification, for TNT, if you're maining a DPS, your first ult needs to be a DPS. If you're maining a healer, your first ult needs to be a healer. If you are Tandor or Max, you are tanking. Just so we're perfectly clear.
Wait.
That does not apply to TNT.
Juvie just said they need a Holy Paladin. How is Max going to tank on a Holy Paladin?
You let me worry about that.
This is very contradicting.
Dude, he is about to smack.
I can't believe we rushed our
with
raid
his
for
challenge.
this.
Again, guys, raids are on paper easier. Wait, time out.
Wait, what?
Okay. Okay. Which gives you plenty of time to have plenty of tunes geared for when it gets a little more difficult. Okay? It's, have ults. Play the game. You don't even have to play the ults. Just have them just in case. Shit might happen. We might ask you guys to reroll, and then if that's the case, we hook you guys up. See how it goes. Ideally, you know, I don't know how deep of a roster Quaddy and them are going to run. I'm hoping mine's going to be between 55 and 65 players if it is the setup I'm going to run. I got some buddies I'm trying to get back to the game that I know are really good and shit, but at the end of the day, it's totally okay to have a more casual group. I still want to game with some friends that I know can't make the main rate. And that's okay. So on these sign-ups, I'm only, on mine at least, I'm only requiring you to list your one main ult. That's okay. That just gives me an idea of what your backup tune is going to be. I don't... Anybody else have anything else they want to add in?
Have fun.
I mean,
fuck you, we don't play this for fun.
Just like tonight.
True. Dude, the late night crew's quietly doing Black Temple right now.
Charles?
We're vibing.
Vibing.
MC isn't skilled enough to talk and think at the same time.
True.
Definitely, we can't. I have to ban we're banning gambling across the board in all TNT.
Wallet is thanking you right
that's
now.
not helping me, dude. If anybody wants to give me that 5K that I lost, that'd be great. I'll send you my Venmo.
It was only 5K. You were down more than that for quite a while.
Oh yeah, I kept winning the little ones. Then Juvie banned it.
No, I banned Campus.
Juvie was about to ban Campus by kicking the person out of the raid.
Oh man.
I got a little heated there.
I have a suggestion. Could we do a first run when there's no time constraint for 2 hours and we're trying to save weight for us?
There's probably only
like 2 raids
maybe
left, bro.
2 raids left.
Yeah,
Question then we should do it next week.
One's gonna be our 30-minute run.
Yeah, we got a 35-minute Sunwell coming up. So
True, that's a great call.
Hell
I wish you
yeah,
guys good luck
brother.
next week.
Bro, I can't believe I'm sick that day. That's fucking wild.
You guys think I'm logging in? You're crazy.
Got long COVID.
I can't
Listen,
wait.
For that comment, Barry, Saucer literally gave you this for 3 favors.
Oh, I didn't say. I said I was going to something.
Absolutely shit.
I don't know
also
what you're
got
talking
2.
about. There's no soft serve. There's Special Squadron,
Listen,
I got 2 gigaparsecs last week.
everybody knows Special Squadron is the most motivated guild. That group doesn't die. You couldn't kill that group. I think one week we had 1 week it was like 2 shamans, and I wanted to kill that raid at one point.
I don't know. I think Jungle James might have been the glue.
You can kill that. Pull the trash out when we're not ready.
Varix from us this week. We're fucked, bro.
I would have been more mad at Moist had Jungle quit with Thordal. I would have been mad at Moist for picking the wrong number. For sure. For sure. But it didn't happen, so.
Gonorrhea.
Funny how things work out that way, right?
Nope.
Shit, this fucking meeting is so funny.
Dude, that Special Squadron run, or serve back then, when we had no mage because a certain mage didn't pick up his vial, or where the phylactery.
Wasn't it Morgan?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Morgan.
Look, I wasn't throwing him under a bus. Right, and then we had to pull me out of a GDKP so that I could run around with DB healing
In
him while
reflection
he's
of the
tanking.
grand scheme of our TBC experience, I don't feel like it was that critical. In fact, I think it's a fond memory for us all to look back and laugh at now.
It's definitely a fond memory.
We literally used all 3 lay on hands on DB that pull to kill it.
God. What a fucking...
Listen, I wanted to challenge you guys to be better than you could be, you know? And...
to grow as people.
Yeah, to grow as a team.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Dude,
All right.
you sweat so fucking hard. Like, are you kidding me?
Night Owl, I don't think we're gonna discuss much more regarding Wrath, so if you guys need to bounce to your channel and start communicating, then that's totally okay.
It's a pleasure.
Hells yeah, brothers.
The rest of you guys, if you guys have questions, like legitimate questions about Wrath,
Are we the weird kids of the guild?
That's how I feel all the time. I feel like I'm the weird kid in the guild, and then the weird kid in the group.
Not wrong.
Were you?
Wait. Is our Stunwell clear time actually faster than one of their main groups?
Their group today was going for a parse run, so it took them 2 hours because they fucked up a couple times and we were waiting for lust and shit like that.
Oh.
They were having some bad fuck-ups, but really it was more due to them just waiting around for lust a couple times.
But even then, I thought we were better than at least one or two groups.
We're better than their, like, one of their runs, yeah. I don't remember if it's their main run, though.
It's not,
But unless
you know,
they're actually trying for speed, they dick around a lot. Like today, they did show me gambles. Like they spent more time gambling today than anything. Yeah, I was watching one of their streams and I made a joke at the guy because Juvie said something like, if we don't kill KJ by the time of the meeting, we're just skipping KJ this week. And I made a joke at the guy's stream I was watching that they're gonna leave your Thordal on the table.
And then he got Thordal.
Yup.
Yeah, I was watching the stream too, because I was like, I've never seen these guys here.
He called it too because they killed Muru. He's like, JXS is gonna get beans, and then he's like, if he gets beans, then I'm getting Thordal. So it was very well timed.
having both Haters Cry united in the same group is pretty.
Yeah, especially because my unit frame's cut off to the T.
Yeah.
So they both say Haters Cry.
Just those haters.
Yeah, mine's 5 or 6 letters, so mine does Haters too.
Can't wait to wipe with that.
Bro, please name report Haters Christ.
No,
I've done it every time I see it.
No, report Haters Cry. Christ is fine.
I swear to Jesus, if I'm the one that gets my name changed, I will not be happy.
We gotta report the original, because he's the worst.
We're skipping my boy Blood Boil.
Yeah, he brought the meme to us. Without Haters Cry, there would be no Haters Cries.
I'm not really sure about that. He doesn't take the Haters Cry.
You know, haters, what guild were you in before you joined us again? You didn't steal that G-Bank, did you?
We're gonna get a message in a couple weeks. Do you know Haters Cry?
We're gonna start getting trolled.
Can someone decurse me so I can move?
I mean, if you insist.
Oh, there's a host that's probably gonna be aggro to some. Yep.
Oh,
Like one. Behind us, 2 hosts.
Got it. I guess we just got it.
I really hate the change of names in here.
Wait, are we gearing up another Doge alt?
Wait, Doge, you don't have Wind Fury. How'd you do it this time?
He probably only has like 1K.
I learned what the seed ability is.
But not the shatter ability.
Can't not press it, right?
Well, the travel.
What do you mean another alt? I've been asked to switch like 100 times.
Go back to your hunter.
Who asked you to switch
I'm
to
down.
anything but your shaman?
I was asked to go warrior.
Yeah, he was asked.
No, you weren't. No, he wasn't. He was.
What do you mean? Funny asked
You-
me.
No, he didn't. The only reason he quote unquote asked you was because I told him that you wanted to play warrior because you told me. And he said, okay, that's fine. So then he gave you the opportunity. If you, he didn't ask
Alright, do you want to
out of
fucking
need.
like wordsmith this one?
He didn't ask you out of need, my friend. He
Okay,
asked
dude.
you because I let you play warrior.
Weren't you?
The idea
I'm
was
very
presented
thankful.
to you. You weren't asked. Yeah, when it comes to alts, especially in Sunwell, right now we're not doing any alts. I've been asked by a few people, but your patch is a problem, and we're going to shit on that place. It's going to be laughably easy. So we'll be allowing people who are main swap to bring their mains and their characters to get some leveling gear. I will say though, if you were trying to come in get gear on your alt, then it is not a turn. If you come in, it's like freshly boosted, doesn't missing complete slots of gear kind of shit. It's not coming.
Can I have
You
a
have to at
communal
least put
trinket?
in. You have to at least put in. Bid. No, you need DST.
Don't worry, guys. I have a leather worker. They'll make you white, common leatherworking stuff with the list slots.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
the
if
only
they
ones that will
open
get
up-
an exception to that will be people who are like maining Death Knights.
My
you know,
warlock has DST. Is that
you'll
safe?
still have you'll still have to put in some gear on, or put in some work on your Death Knight, but it's more understandable that a week 2 Death Knight is fucking dead down.
Yeah, they'll have at least a set of blues.
Week 2 Death Knight should be geared out and fucking badge. Anyways, if they open up raid testing again in beta, then Wednesday's gonna be dedicated to that.
Also, well, not just that, but even if they don't, we have the Get Carried private server. Go ahead and make yourself download it, make yourself an account, and get your character set up in like raid this. That's realistically what we'd be going into next week 1 with. Just get it set up and ready, and we will be going there on like Wednesdays or pre-patch to go in there and practice.
Are we still doing BT and pre-patch?
Possible.
Because I was gonna say that might take more than 1 day to do 2 BTs and 2.
Oh no, we're only gonna be doing 1 Sun War and 1 BT if we practice on BT.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought we were gonna do.
We'll be able to do. Because even BT is getting nerfed. All like BT, Hydro, and Sunwell get nerfed. We're not fucking stepping foot in Hydro.
Do we still have to kill Shade? Do you know?
Yes.
The DJs will want the badges.
Through their badges.
Yeah, we're not gonna be.
There's a lot of good here.
The BT will be kind of be playing by ear. The main thing we'll be focusing on is the Sunwell.
Sure.
The Sun will be like stupid easy. Like Brutalis goes from 10.5 million to like 7 million HP.
I mean, without even pumping, we get through there in an hour and a half. So I can assume we could do it in 45 minutes to an hour. Especially if we actually split up our ults in a proper way. Sure.
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be like every other pre-patch where we're just stupid damage. That's gonna breeze through.
Yeah, it's they get an HP nerf, they get a damage nerf, and we have new talent.
We do like twice as much damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking silly.
Well, I don't think we necessarily get any damage, but I think our damage. Well, I mean, obviously some classes do because they're.
Well, not warriors, but everyone else gets damage.
I think Ret's do, right?
I mean, you get a new talent.
Yeah, most everyone actually gets a bit of a damage boost. It's not crazy, but it is just sort of a basically get a flatline damage boost across the board for most everyone. I will reiterate one thing that I said when we talked about teams and how I'm doing it. With what Juvie said about everyone being an engineer, that is definitely a requirement for us. You have to be an engineer.
Even
I
for
know.
alt raid or B raid, whatever we're calling.
Yes. All your alts that are gonna raid with us, eventually it might turn into you needing 3 alts. We'll see. Or 2 alts in your main.
So
they will all require engineering.
So I was hearing that the tailoring enchant may be on a 50 second cooldown, 55 second cooldown, something like that, instead of the 45, whatever it's supposed to be. So essentially it's about as equal to tailoring, jewel crafting, all that. Since they're so close, this goes for mains too. Does it matter what our second profession is, as long as it's a realistic
It absolutely matters.
As long as
JC Blacksmith.
Well, the thing is if we're in if all the professions are on the same, I guess patch version, you could say, like the pre-buff and the post-buff versions, like JC and Blacksmithing, the difference between them is like 1 to 2 steps.
Well, that's why I asked, because wouldn't it help? I don't know if it matters at all, or if patterns drop in the Nax and all the other raids, but
really.
wouldn't it help to have one per? Oh no, okay, no.
There's the patterns I think are BOP, but all the craftables are BOP.
Yeah, but that's what I was asking, if it would help to have one person, whatever, just to fill that spot.
No.
Because I was gonna try to stay enchanting on my mage, on my B raid or whatever. Just because the tailoring may, if it doesn't work like on the 45-second cooldown,
Bloodlust, please.
it may not make a huge difference compared to enchanting or dual crafting.
It's one of those things that we'll definitely have to make sure we see the numbers of them doing. Like if it's a significant or noticeable damage difference, then
Yeah, if the tailoring thing works the way it is, I'm doing it either way. I'm more asking if, let's say, mages dual crafting engineering, if tailoring dual crafting.
I think by far for casters, tailor is their best. So that means your other profession has to be doing.
No, I know it's supposed to be BIS, but they were talking, the other get carried guys were saying it might be on a 55-second cooldown or something instead of 45.
Yeah, but isn't there also like a cloak enchant though for
That's
tailor?
the cloak enchant I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you checked gloves.
No. So if the tailoring one is on a longer cooldown, it honestly may be just as good as dual crafting anything with.
Depends on boss fights. How short they are. They're all really short.
Last two.
Fair enough.
Way
It's
better
short.
for warlocks. Say snapshot corruption.
Okay, true. Was he talking about warlock?
Just saying, like, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Like,
Being by 2k damage.
And the opposite is true for
I was
you.
typing too.
Like, tailoring isn't the way to go, but I mean, engineering is not the way to go. But if our raid needs that, then Demo will have to suffer.
As if we're really gonna be going for
just-
speed,
it's
you
just-
still want rocket boots and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, even like say, you know, I know it's just using the glove enchant from engineering kind of arbitrarily on healers isn't going to be a huge healing increase, but the fact that you can get the fuck out of mechanics with your boots is huge. Like, engineering is the only profession that you can have like a fucking play of the game kind of thing.
For engineering, it's a boot enchant after or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to have different boots.
You have a boot enchant that's crit, and then the rocket boots. You have the glove enchants.
But who knows? But who knows? There might be a time where you, unless there's like a big shared cooldown or something, where you use your old boot.
NG explosive belt.
Yeah.
I think people have tested
gloves.
enough that we would have heard something about the boots already. But I know the only thing I think Shirk was saying it is the frag belt shares with your bombs or goes on the cooldowns of your
You
bombs.
use the sapper, your frag. You can't use both. Every engineering explosion will set off.
No, it's a frag bomb. It has a little bit of range to it, a little bit of a cast time to it. But it's one of those things of, you know, it's not a whole lot of damage, but even using it on kind of cooldown.
It also
since it's a one-time thing, it kind of saves you a little bit of gold on that, a little bit of extra damage that could be the difference in, you know, getting something down. I do believe it also hesitates. It can also be used as like an emergency interrupter stuff or something.
I think it literally works like how a cobalt frag works, or one of the frags. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah,
It also stacks with anything else that goes on the belt.
yeah, so it will not interfere with you getting an extra socket from the blacksmith.
Everybody can get one socket on their belt, but blacksmiths can get two. That's correct.
No, black
everybody
black
gets
belts get bracers and gloves. I think.
They get braces and gloves. Okay.
Yeah, and then everyone gets the belt from the belt socket.
Okay, I thought they got a belt on their own.
No, everybody can get the extra belt buckle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, I think everyone can get the extra belt buckle.
And it should be fairly cheap because it's like for people who are power leveling blacksmithing, it's one of the things you just mass produce for levels.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to affect the price of cut gems is the Raj and some southern tool crafters.
They're like the lowest tier on the totem pole healer, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Also, kind of bringing that up, you know, with what they're talking about of having like a third character and stuff, if you, it would be really appreciated if people would be willing to do some of the healing stuff. Having like a third, another character that can heal or something like that in case we need it. We are very light on these or the healer classes and stuff.
What about like if our alt is a hybrid and just having like a healing set?
Yes. Well, that'll also be good because anyone who can really has even if it's not your main spec, if your class can spec into tanking or healing, it'll be good just for 10 mans and doing 5 mans, just making that shit.
So hybrid's not really a thing anymore with full spec.
Hybrid classes still exist.
Yeah.
Are we gonna probably have like assigned 10 mans for like, the first week or two, or should that be something I plan start planning now?
I'll be setting them up.
Yeah, we'll be setting them up for the very least first month or so.
And I believe you can't do both the first couple weeks. Isn't that what they said?
First week.
First week you can't do both.
Wait, what?
You can or can't?
You
can't.
Can.
I heard that you can't for the first week or two.
I thought you just couldn't raid for the first week.
It's they're releasing max week 2 of the expansion.
Yeah.
And you were able to do 10 and 25 min. There's nothing limiting.
I heard that they were limiting the instant lockouts for 10 and 25s to the beginning.
I have not heard
He's so
anything
weird
about
as to what the reason behind that is.
So we can go outside.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm in Northrend.
Alright, for healing,
Can't wait for Alduar.
Rahima, you're on Ryu. Cap, you're on me. Legwin, you're gonna be on Draven.
On Draven, got it.
Now, Bob, you're healing all the tanks. And 6-9, you are healing Gamp, helping also on Ryu. Any questions? Get my freeze back on.
Since we have 3 MDs, can only hunters MD the road to whoever's taking it? Is that you, Christ?
Yes.
Yeah. So figure out your MDs.
Says get Skull to Ryu. Kraka gets, I guess, really just help out on Moon, get that onto Draven. And Vex gets Square to Hater's Crest.
Yeah, we're gonna bloodlust as soon as we pull, basically. That's why I'm asking for MDs.
3, 2.
So we can cleave. Alright, let's.
15 seconds.
Crack.
Rift it.
only 5 units, so make sure your ranger stand kind of spread. You get out of AoE quick. And help on the interrupt, see if you can there's divine rats interrupt.
Here's Bob.
How many people does it take to open this new summoning portal? Does it still take 3 and then you just need 2 to summon?
What new summoning portal?
The lock closet?
Yeah, the
Oh, y'all get that?
It's 3.
It's Warlock plus 2.
One after.
Raheem Ellis.
What the
Stop attacking.
Here's Bob. Here's Magic.
Stop attacking.
Fire, fireplace.
Wreck.
Persist City, bro. He has the thing.
Fucking excuses, dude.
I want you to check the log after, fine.
Still an
There you go.
excuse. Can you move him?
Still got Here's Bob.
The Forest Prowler.
No. Oh, wait.
Madness of the Forest Prowler, like Lakeland thought it was.
Yeah.
For healing in phase 2, 690 on Ryu, Lakewood you're on Gamp, Kev you're on Ryu, and Hima you're on Gamp. Of course, Bob Fluke.
You don't want that Doge?
No, I'm gonna get his Dooms, don't worry.
Oh, nice, Graft. I think Dravik still needs Zardoom, so sorry.
I think the staff is better. Potential?
Probably, I don't know. If you can get a good main hand, then.
I mean, I'm not gonna get a Tempest of Chaos.
Plenty of GK.
Why not?
I'm not setting foot in Nigel.
Little ZA dagger? Or sword, or whatever the fuck it is.
Just break me. Make sure your shadow resist gear is off. Don't be like me. So take me.
Shadow resist gear? What's that?
Look, man, I'm a boomer.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
No, you don't. I hate my life.
What? Don't you have like amazing kids or something you talk about?
My almost teenage daughter's a fucking bitch.
Jesus.
Oh, she's just like her mom.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna use Misdirect on Christ here, and then the other 200's gonna use something collies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very fine.
You haven't made a leap over for it yet?
I'm gonna have to.
Alright, get in your groups. Make sure you watch the threat, please.
Yeah, I want the win here.
And Kraka get Ryu, Vex gets Ganf.
Very fine. Or is he immune or something?
Should be. Just fucking dance this thing to it.
Dude, we are pumping stupid hard tonight.
We have a guild meeting every week. That's why people come in and just fucking.
Just because everyone was sitting down listening, focused.
Alright, I beam on your side. Melee, watch yourselves. Beam is coming through. Beam is coming through.
Where's my heroic leap?
See that back pedal.
So once you get fire melee, you're probably not gonna be able to follow me. Yo, you have 2 paladins?
Yeah, I'm dual boxing right now. It's pretty rough.
We could have just brought Steph.
He's full of a lot of hate.
Alright, y'all spread to the north where we start. I'm gonna face him south. Y'all need to flip sides, flip sides, flip sides. Go to where I normally tank him. Go to where I normally tank him.
Damn, we don't even have less. That's how hard we're pumping.
I don't even have wings.
Spread out.
Yeah, make sure you spread out. Don't spread the fire. As soon as we come out of this, start spamming heals on me, please. Make sure I don't get clapped coming right out of it.
Misdirects on Christ.
Should be fine.
When you can last 20 times.
Shroud.
Keep that chat portal down.
Shroud.
Doge already said it's gonna be Zardoom, guys. It's Zardoom.
It's actually gonna be a mole machine.
Ugh.
Get the fuck out of here with that kind of energy.
Mole Machine literally gives
Gold
me
Betrayer.
PTSD now. Thanks a lot.
You know what gives me PTSD? Guild beans.
Black Bow the Betrayer.
Goal of Golden. I was gonna say Skull, but I was hoping for Doge.
Can I get a port to chat, please?
Where's Skull going?
Fucking Travic, just gonna put it in his bank.
It's definitely not going to Doge.
Dude,
Give it to Rohima for his.
dude, we've gotten so many skulls now. Like, what was it, almost twice as many as we got during the actual phase?
Yep. Yeah.
Trav, you needed that, right? The skull?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, give it to Trav.
Let's go there, let's get to
Thank you.
Sunwell.
Hey Drav, you need Skull.